Hello students, now we are starting with the next topic, that is acceleration and retardation. Now you have often heard the word accelerator when you are traveling in a vehicle, moving in a vehicle. When you put your foot on the accelerator, what will happen? The speed of the vehicle increases. That means acceleration has produced. And when you put your foot on the brakes, then what happens? Then the speed of the vehicle starts decreasing, which means that retardation has produced. So acceleration, what we can say about acceleration? Acceleration means velocity of body is increasing with time, and retardation means velocity of body is decreasing with time. So how can we define it? So acceleration, we can say acceleration is the increase in velocity per second. In 1 second, how much the velocity is increasing, that is acceleration. And what is the retardation? It is the decrease in the velocity per second. So simply, let us suppose a body is moving in a, let us take the case of a straight line motion, or you can say the case of one-dimensional motion. One-dimensional motion is the motion where the body is moving in a straight line. It is not moving sideways. Let us take that case. Now in this case, let us suppose in 1 second the velocity of the body was 2 meter per second. In the next, it is 4 meter per second here. And here, it is 6 meter per second. So what do we see? We are seeing that velocity is continuously increasing in each interval of time. When the velocity is increasing, that means this type of motion is an accelerated motion. It means there is acceleration. When the body falls down, when the body falls freely under gravity, that is also the case of uniform motion. You can say it is the uniform accelerated motion. Means acceleration is produced uniformly. Now how it is uniformly, that I will tell you what is meant by uniformly accelerated motion. But just remember that you can see, since velocity, when the velocity is increasing, that means acceleration is produced. When a body falls freely under gravity, that is also a case of acceleration. Like suppose we drop a body from here. Initially its speed is 0, or you can say its velocity is 0 when we drop. When we drop a body, its velocity is 0, but then that is, as it is moving down, its velocity start increasing. So if velocity is increasing, it means that acceleration is produced. This we have to remember. Now what is meant by retardation? Retardation means, suppose these are the time intervals we take. Let us suppose when time is 2 seconds, when time is 3 seconds. Here the velocity is 10 meter per second, then velocity is 5, then velocity is you can say 4. Anyway, so when the velocity start decreasing, then we say that retardation has been produced. So accelerated motion we get when we put our foot on accelerator. Retardation is produced when we put our foot on the brakes. That is the retardation motion. Now what all you have to remember here, first of all, you have to remember the definitions. What is acceleration? It is the increase in velocity per second. Retardation is the decrease in velocity per second. Then this acceleration is a vector quantity. This is also vector quantity. It is represented by A. Since it is a vector quantity with an arrow above it. Its SI unit is, since what is acceleration? You can also define this acceleration as, we can also say that acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with time. हमारे पास वेलोसिटी क्या होती है? वेलोसिटी होती है डिस्प्लेसमेंट ओवर टाइम. और एक्सेलरेशन क्या है? एक्सेलरेशन इज वेलोसिटी ओवर टाइम. That is the thing. Rate of change of velocity with time, that is acceleration. So we can also define acceleration like this: rate of change of velocity with time. Now, since it is velocity by time, so what is the SI unit? Velocity over time, that is meter per second square. And what is its CGS unit? That is centimeter per second square. That is its CGS unit. Now, since acceleration is a vector quantity, acceleration can be positive, can be negative. Now, we have done that if velocity of a body is 2 meter per second, that is, if the velocity is positive, it means that the body is moving away from initial position. It means this thing. And when the velocity of the body is negative, what does that mean? It means that the body is moving towards the initial position. So in velocity, positive and negative only denotes the direction. Positive means the body is moving away, and negative means that the body is moving towards the initial position. Same thing is for displacement. Suppose if displacement is 2 meter and here the displacement is minus 2 meter. अगर displacement positive है, that means the displacement is away from initial position. अगर displacement negative है, that means displacement is towards the initial position. But in acceleration, the negative sign means something else. Suppose if I say that acceleration is 2 meter per second square, it means that the body is accelerating. It means accelerating का मतलब क्या है? That velocity is increasing. Acceleration का मतलब है velocity is increasing. But if I say that acceleration is minus 2 meter per second square, it does not mean that the body has changed the direction. Here it means that the body is retarding. It means that the velocity is decreasing with time. So this is very important, which you have to remember. In acceleration, negative sign does not denote the direction. It denotes that the velocity is decreasing or the body is retarding. So whenever I have to write this negative of acceleration is the retardation. So what is retardation? It is the negative of acceleration. So whatever is the value of acceleration, when there is negative sign before it, it means that the body is retarding, and this is the negative of acceleration is the retardation. This you have to remember. Then there are some terminologies like uniform acceleration. You have to do its definition and you have to do its example. Uniform acceleration is that when there is an equal increase in velocity in equal intervals of time. And what is the best example? When a body falls freely. That is the best example. So when we say that the body is moving with uniform acceleration, when there is an equal increase in velocity in equal intervals of time. We have just done an example. I'm repeating it again. If a body moves from A to B, and if I take these as the time interval, suppose in this interval the velocity was 2 meter per second. Here the velocity becomes 4, here the velocity becomes 6, becomes 8. It means that the velocity is increasing uniformly at the same rate. So then we say that the body is moving with uniform acceleration. And if velocities are different, then it is a case of non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration, or you can say variable acceleration. It is not in our syllabus. This you don't have to do. Non-uniform acceleration or variable acceleration is not in a syllabus. You don't have to do, but you have to do uniform acceleration, its definition and its example. What is the example? When a body falls freely under gravity, because in all the time intervals the velocity is increasing uniformly. So definition, it is a vector quantity represented like this, SI unit, CGS unit. It can also be defined like this, rate of change of velocity with time. Negative of acceleration does not mean that direction has changed. It means that the body is retarding. So negative of acceleration means it is the retardation. So this much. Okay students, now let us calculate the expression for acceleration, and this expression we will be using in our numericals. Let us calculate. Let us suppose that a body is moving in a straight line. Let us suppose that the body is moving in a straight line. Now let us suppose here the velocity of the body is u, and here the velocity of the body is v. This is the velocity at A and this is the velocity at u. When we were doing the concept of speed and velocity, I have told you earlier that u always represent initial speed or initial velocity. जो पहले speed या velocity होती है, that we call as initial speed or velocity. और जो बाद में जो velocity होती है और speed होती है, that is denoted by v, that is the final velocity. So let us give it a name, final velocity, and this is the initial velocity. And let us suppose that the time taken to move from A to B is t. Then what is the expression? The expression is final speed minus initial velocity, that is A into t. And what is this A here? A is the acceleration. What is A here? Acceleration. So V minus U by T is equal to A. So this formula you have to remember for all the, that is the numericals. V final velocity minus initial velocity is always acceleration into time. Now what do you conclude from here? We conclude if final velocity is bigger than initial velocity, अगर ये value से bigger है, what does that mean? It means V minus U is positive. Time हमेशा positive होता है. Time can never be negative. If V minus U is positive, that means acceleration is positive. And if final velocity is less than initial velocity, then V minus U is negative, which means that acceleration is negative. When acceleration is negative, that means it is retardation. So retardation कब होगी? When final velocity is less than initial velocity, और acceleration कब होती है? When final velocity is more than initial velocity. Okay students, now let's start with numericals. So I'm writing some of the numericals. The questions are written on the right hand side. I will be solving them on left hand side. The numericals which I'm not solving here, you have to solve them by yourself. Any doubt you can ask me. So let's start. In the first question, quite a simple question, we are given the speed of car in kilometer per hour and we have to express it in meter per second. You must have done in lower classes also. The speed is given in 72 kilometer per hour. Whenever we have to convert a speed into from kilometer per hour to meter per second, just multiply it with 5 by 18. The speed will itself convert into meter per second. just multiply the speed with 5 by 18 kilometer per hour will change into meter per second. So this is equal to 20 meter per second. Quite simple. Now what is important, students, whenever you are doing the numericals, not only the numerical value but the unit is also important. If unit is not written, then marks will be cut. So you have to remember this. See the second question. Express 15 meter per second in kilometer per hour. That is also quite simple. We are given the speed as 15 meter per second. So kilometer per hour से meter per second पे जाने के लिए we multiply with 5 by 18 and from meter per second to go to kilometer per hour we multiply it with 18 by 5. So quite simple. When we have to move from kilometer per hour to meter per second, then you multiply with 5 by 18. And when you have to move from meter per second to kilometer per hour, then you multiply it with 18 by 5. Simply remember this. So this is 3, hence it is 54 kilometer per hour. So not only the numeric unit, but unit is also important. Please remember that whenever you are doing numericals, you have to write the numerical value. Easy questions. Generally they come for 1 mark only. Come to answer 3. We have to express this 18 kilometer per minute to meter per second. So this is meter per second and this is 18 kilometer per minute. So we are given 18 kilometer per minute and I have to convert it into meter per second. हमारे पास ये जो डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला है ये किलोमीटर पर आवर और मीटर पर सेकंड के लिए है. किलोमीटर पर मिनट के लिए कोई डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला नहीं है. दैट मीन्स वी विल डू इट आवरसेल्व्स. नाउ व्हाट इज मेंट बाय दिस? इसका मतलब क्या है? इट मीन्स 18 किलोमीटर ओवर 1 मिनट. So whenever it is given like this way, what does that mean? It means 18 kilometer is in the numerator and 1 minute is in the denominator. हमें इसको किस में कन्वर्ट करना है? टू मीटर पर सेकेंड. इसका मतलब है we will convert this kilometer to meter and we will convert this minute to seconds. How we can convert? We know that 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. So 18 kilometer is how much? 18,000 meter. हमने किलोमीटर को मीटर में चेंज किया. Then we have to convert minute to seconds. So how can I convert minute to seconds? We know 1 minute is 60 seconds. This one. Now you can cancel. So how much we are left with? 300 meter per second. So this is the answer. Kilometer we have changed into meter and then we have written this minute. We have converted it into seconds and hence we have got the answer. Okay. So let's move to the other questions. Come to answer 6th. Here it is given a car travels first 30 kilometer with uniform speed of 60 kilometer per hour and then next 30 kilometer with uniform speed of 40 kilometer per hour. You have to calculate the total time of journey and the average speed of car. So what is given here? Let us suppose the car has moved like this. First of all, कार हैज ट्रेवल 30 किलोमीटर. पहले उसने 30 किलोमीटर ट्रेवल किया विद द स्पीड ऑफ 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड देन इट ट्रेवल द नेक्स्ट डिस्टेंस ऑफ 30 किलोमीटर एट अ स्पीड ऑफ 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर. 40 किलोमीटर पर आवर. What is the first part? You have to find out the total time taken in this journey. How can we find the total time taken? Time to reach from A to B plus the time taken to reach from B to C. Now you know that what is speed? Speed is distance upon time. So that means what is time? Time is distance upon speed, isn't it? So what is the time taken firstly? जो पहली जर्नी है उसमें कितना टाइम लगा. टाइम इज डिस्टेंस अपॉन स्पीड. फॉर द फर्स्ट पार्ट द डिस्टेंस इज 30 किलोमीटर and the speed is 60 kilometer per hour. So when you divide it, it is 1 by 2 hours, isn't it? Then what is the time taken second time? Second time जब उसने 30 किलोमीटर नेक्स्ट डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किया तो उसमें टाइम कितना लगेगा? डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड ओवर टाइम टेकन. This is kilometer per hour. So it is equal to 3 by 4 hours. Hence, so from A to B it has taken 1 by 2 hour. From B to C it has taken 3 by 4 hours. That means what is the total time taken? It is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 hours. What is that equal to? If you that is added, it is 5 by 4 hours. If you leave the answer here, it is correct. But if you want the answer more perfect, we can convert these hours into minute. We know that 1 by hour is 60 minute. So in place of hour, I can write 60 minute, and hence what is the that is answer? It comes out to be 5 into 15, 75 minutes. Is that clear? So car has traveled the journey in two parts. First part, this distance and speed, this distance and speed. What is the total time taken? Time taken in first part plus time taken in second part. If speed is distance by time, then what is time? Distance by speed. So यहाँ का time क्या होगा? Distance upon speed. What is the time taken here? That is also distance by speed. हमने total time add किया. By taking LCM, we can leave the answer here, but if we want the answer more perfect, we can write what is 1 hour 60 minutes, and hence we get the answer in minutes. So this is the first part of the question. Now comes the second part of the question. We have to find the average speed. What is the average speed? Here we can write the formula. We know that average speed is always total distance traveled over total time taken. So here you have to take care of the units. What is the total distance? 30 kilometer plus 30 kilometer. What is the total time taken? I am taking in hours. The first was 1 by 2 hour and the second was 3 by 4 hours. So it is 5 by 4. That is, अगर ऊपर का यूनिट किलोमीटर है, नीचे आवर्स हैं, तो ये जो एवरेज स्पीड है इसका यूनिट क्या होगा? किलोमीटर बाय आवर. किलोमीटर पर आवर which is equal to 48 kilometer per hour. So what is average speed? This question has come many times. To find the average speed, quite an important. It is always total distance by total time. Total distance, time जो हमने पहले calculate किया था, और unit is important है. Unit was not written, marks will be cut. Maybe 1 mark directly. So इसका unit क्या है? Numerator kilometer, denominator hours. तो unit क्या बनेगा? किलोमीटर per hour. Hence this is the average speed. Okay, students, let's move to the next question. Come to the 7th question. A train takes 2 hours to reach station B from station A and 3 hours to return from station B to station A. The distance between the two stations is 200 kilometer. You have to find average speed and average velocity. First of all, the train moves from station A to station B, and how much time it takes? 2 hours. Then it returns back from station B to station A, and how much time it takes? 3 hours. So पहले हमें सिर्फ टाइम बताया है. Time to move from A to B is 2 hours, and time to move from B to A is how much? 3 hours. Next, we are given that this distance between A and B is 200 kilometer. You have to find the average speed and average velocity. Now, average speed and velocity are not the same things, they are different things. We know that what is average speed? Just now we have done the formula. It is total distance traveled over total time taken. ना टोटल डिस्टेंस कितना ट्रेवल हुआ है, पहले ए से बी तक जाने के लिए 200 किलोमीटर, उसके बाद बी से लेके ए तक जाने के लिए 200 किलोमीटर. सो 200 किलोमीटर while going, 200 किलोमीटर while coming. What is the total time taken while going? It has taken 2 hours. While returning, it has taken 3 hours. So हमने ये क्यों लिया? क्योंकि हमें टोटल टाइम लिखना है. पहले इधर गया फिर इधर गया, that is this. So it is 405. What will be the unit? न्यूमरेटर में किलोमीटर है, डिनोमिनेटर में आवर्स है, that is 80 किलोमीटर पर आवर. So this is the first part. Now we have to find the average velocity. What is average velocity? It is always total displacement over total time. When we know that when a body returns back to the initial position, then initial velocity, then displacement is how much? 0. Hence average velocity will be 0. जो ट्रेन है वो ए से बी तक गई, बी के बाद ए के पास आ गई, दैट मीन्स उसका डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या हो गया? 0. अगर डिस्प्लेसमेंट 0 है, दैट मीन्स एवरेज वेलोसिटी इज 0. So hence direct we don't have to do any calculation for average velocity. We will write directly that average velocity is 0. And what is the reason? Because displacement is 0, because the train has returned back to its initial position. Okay students, now come to the other set of questions. Let's start with the other numericals. Come to question number 8. A car covers a distance of 1 kilometer due east in 100 seconds. What is the speed and what is the velocity? So first of all we have to find the speed. What is speed? Speed is distance upon time. Distance it has traveled is 1 kilometer and time is 100 seconds. So either I can write the speed in meter per second or I can write the speed in kilometer per hour. It is my choice. So I think it is better if I write in meter per second. 1 kilometer can be written as 1000 meter. This is 100 seconds and hence what I am left with meter per second. When we are talking about speed, we have nothing to do with direction. Whether it is given or not, we have nothing to do with speed. But it has to do with velocity. Now what is velocity? Velocity is the speed in particular direction. अब velocity में हमें speed already पता है. जब हमने velocity लिखनी है तो हमने साथ में direction भी लिखनी है. So velocity is 10 meter per second due east. Velocity भी distance upon time है, displacement upon time है, speed भी distance upon time है, लेकिन velocity में हमने direction भी mention करनी है. We don't have to mention it in speed. We only have to write the unit, the value of it. Come to the 10th question. Now these are the questions where we are using the concept of acceleration. So here you have to understand the main thing. What is initial speed, what is final speed, what is the time, and hence you can find the acceleration. If you read the question carefully, it is written, a car starting from rest acquires a velocity of 180 meter per second in this much time. So what is the acceleration? जब भी हम acceleration की बात करते हैं तो हमने ये वाला formula use करना है. We always use this formula when we are talking about acceleration. What is V? Final velocity. U initial velocity. A is the acceleration. T is the time. कार ने शुरू कहाँ से किया है? रेस्ट से. शुरू कहाँ से किया है? रेस्ट से. जो शुरू वाली velocity होती है that is U. सो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इज u. उसके बाद उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी बन गई 180. जो वेलोसिटी उसकी बन गई है दैट इज v. और कितने टाइम में बनी है दिस मच टाइम. And we have to find acceleration. Now either I can convert this velocity in kilometer per hour or I should convert this time in seconds. The units should match. This thing you have to see. So if they are not matching, your question may be wrong. Either you change this into kilometer per hour or this into seconds. And this type of question has come in final exams. The paper which was from the council, this question was there. This type of question was there. So you have to be careful about the units. Let us convert this into seconds. We know that 1 hour is 3600 seconds. So hence it is how much? It will be 18 seconds. Let us substitute it in this formula. V is 180. Initial velocity is, which is a into t. That means 180 by 18 is a, which is 10. हम एक्सेलरेशन लिख रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू राइट द यूनिट. इसमें ये क्या है मीटर पर सेकेंड. दिस इज सेकेंड. तो इसका यूनिट क्या आएगा मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. द एक्सप्रेशन इज वेरी सिंपल. then also the students make mistake in writing the units or in calculation. Very simple. What is important? You should know what is initial velocity, what is final velocity, what is the time taken, and next you should be careful about the units. Here it is meter per second, so I have converted into seconds, and hence we have got the answer. Okay, students, come to the 11th question. It is given a body is moving vertically upwards. Its velocity changes from 50 to 20 in 3 seconds. So what is its acceleration? A body is moving upwards. पहले उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी है 50 मीटर पर सेकेंड. उसके बाद उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी हो गई 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. और कितने टाइम ये वेलोसिटी चेंज हुई है इन द टाइम स्पैन ऑफ 3 seconds. Now you have to find the acceleration. Now whenever we are finding acceleration, what expression we use? We use this expression. This expression we use whenever we have to find acceleration. तो हमें पता होना चाहिए v, u और t क्या है. इसमें u क्या है? जो पहली वेलोसिटी है that is always u, 50 मीटर पर सेकेंड. What is v? v is the final velocity. बाद वाली जो वेलोसिटी है that is v. And how much time? 3 seconds. So simply substitute it here. Final velocity is 20, 50, time is 3. So it comes out to be minus 10 meter per second square. So here we are getting that acceleration is minus 10 meter per second square. Quite simple question. Okay, students, come to the 12th question. A car is moving initially with velocity 18 km per hour and then it comes to stop. पहले वो इतनी वेलोसिटी से चल रही थी, उसके बाद वो रुक गई. इन हाउ मच टाइम 2 seconds. यू हैव टू फाइंड द रिटार्डेशन इन SI यूनिट. रिटार्डेशन क्या है? नेगेटिव ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन. तो रिटार्डेशन के लिए भी यही फॉर्मूला यूज होता है और एक्सेलरेशन के लिए भी यही फॉर्मूला यूज होता है. नाउ हियर सो इस फॉर्मूला के लिए हमें पता होना चाहिए व्हाट इज u, व्हाट इज v एंड व्हाट इज टाइम. u क्या है कि कार की इनिशियल वेलोसिटी क्या है. द कार वॉज इनिशियली मूविंग विद 18 किलोमीटर पर आवर. उसके बाद टाइम कितना है 2 seconds. 2 seconds के बाद उसकी वेलोसिटी कितनी है 2 seconds के बाद इट हैज कम टू स्टॉप. आफ्टर 2 seconds इट हैज कम टू स्टॉप का मतलब है दैट इट्स फाइनल वेलोसिटी इज 0. नाउ वी नो whether you are talking about retardation or you are talking about acceleration, this is the formula that we use. Now this is in seconds, this is in kilometer per hour. What is easy to convert, you can convert. We can convert this in meter per second. So this is 5 meter per second. How do we convert kilometer per hour to meter per second? by multiplying it with 5 by 18. So final velocity is 0, initial velocity is 5, and time is how much? 2. That means minus 2.5 meter per second square is A. ये A रिटार्डेशन नहीं है, A क्या है? एक्सेलरेशन. लेकिन क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा गया है? रिटार्डेशन. तो जो अगर क्वेश्चन में रिटार्डेशन पूछा गया है, द फाइनल आंसर शुड बी इन रिटार्डेशन एंड नॉट इन एक्सेलरेशन. सो फाइनली वी हैव टू राइट दैट retardation is 2.5 meter per second square. Negative of acceleration is retardation. So when we are writing retardation, there will not be negative sign. अगर हम acceleration लिख रहे हैं तो उसके साथ negative आएगा. But when we are writing retardation, then there will be no negative sign along with it. और इसका SI unit क्या है? Meter per second square, and that we have written. Okay, students, come to the 13th question. A car accelerates at the rate of 5 meter per second square. You have to find the increase in velocity. Acceleration कितना है? 5 meter per second square. और हमने find out क्या करना है? Increase in velocity. Increase in velocity का मतलब है कि velocity कितनी increase हुई है. What is the formula that we use for acceleration? We use this formula. We always use this formula. Now, I think here I have missed the time. The time I have missed here. It is find increase in velocity in 2 seconds. The time is also given to us. 2 seconds. ये है इंक्रीज इन वेलोसिटी. इंक्रीज का मतलब पहले u थी वेलोसिटी, उसके बाद v हो गई, तो कितना इंक्रीज हुआ है? कितना इंक्रीज का मतलब है v minus u, and hence we have got the answer. Since we are talking about velocity, what will be the unit here? Meter per second. So answer is 10 meter per second. Quite simple. Come to the 14th question. A car is moving with velocity of 20 meter per second. The brakes are applied to retard it at the rate of 2 meter per second square. What will be the velocity after 5 seconds of applying brakes? So here it is given, एक कार move कर रही है और उसकी velocity क्या है? 20 meter per second. अब उसके ऊपर हमने brakes apply किए. Brakes के बाद क्या हुआ? It started retarding. पहले वो 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड से मूव कर रही थी. जब उसके ऊपर हमने ब्रेक्स अप्लाई किए तो उसमें रिटार्डेशन प्रोड्यूस हुई. व्हाट इज द रिटार्डेशन? इट इज गिवन टू बी 2. अगर रिटार्डेशन 2 है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दैट एक्सेलरेशन इज -2, बिकॉज एक्सेलरेशन इज ऑलवेज नेगेटिव. सो रिटार्डेशन इज 2, दैट मीन्स एक्सेलरेशन इज हाउ मच? -2 मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. You have to find out कि 5 seconds के बाद उसकी velocity कितनी होगी. What will be its velocity after time of 5 seconds? Now we know that it was initially moving with velocity this, that is u. That means we have to find out v. Now we know that the formula that we use is this. Substitute the values. What is v? We have to find v. A is -2, time is 5, initial velocity is 20, so it comes out to be how much? 10 meter per second. Hence this is the answer. All the questions which we haven't done, you can try them.